Well, I done it. So much for not that long ago. I bought this lovely the Samsung Note 10 Plus. I love the Samsung Notes. Unfortunately, though, if I put it to black screen, I've actually damaged the screen onto it. So, I'm not sure if you can see it right on the corner here, right? But it's absolutely smashed, and it's now done like a car windscreen, and it's so. I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to get another phone, and I'm just not sure what to get. So I thought, what can I get that's not cheap, but there is no way I'm paying over £1,000 for another Samsung for their Gorilla Glass, and I drop that once and look what happens. It's shattered. It's just knackered, you know. So I come across this, and it's the Doogee S59. Okay, so there's a. To be fair, I normally use my phone, but I can't. So I'm actually looking at this wee, small, tiny screen, so I could be struggling here. But the thing with this is, it's one of these. It's a bit of a chunky monkey. Okay, so without further ado, I'll do the unboxing. That's it unboxed. And here's what I mean by a chunky monkey. Look at the size of that. Right. This behemoth of a phone. You can drop it, you can kick it. I mean, there you go. There it is next to my Note 10. Okay, but strangely enough, look, it's actually in size. There's not much difference to them, right? But it's got a 10,050 mega amp battery, right? And oh, you know what? Let's peel this thing off. Okay. Now, the screen on it. There you go. Look. I'm not sure if it's Doogee or Doogee, or but it's a Doogee, and it's a French D because it goes whoosh, right? So there you go. Split new right to the start and the fresh. Now I've actually used this, so spoiler alert. Okay. This isn't going to be a big video, right? But I just want you to see how this is built. That is metal at the sides. Okay. The build quality is fantastic. I can't remember what the weight is. I think it's something like 600 grams or that. Will it tell us on the back or will it tell us on the front? Right, it just says that it's shock-proof, dust-proof, and it's IP68 and IP69. This thing you can actually sit for a good few hours in the water with it. It's 100% dust-proof, which means no dust can get in it. So if you're out in the sticks and you drop this bad boy on the floor, you just go to the nearest sink, a wee shower, you know, a wee waterfall, and you just, like that, just clean it under the water. It's unbelievable. The camera set up. Now, this is where you lost it a bit, right? Okay. Now this thing I picked up on my favourite shopping channel, and it's there was a special on it. This is way under £200. I think it was something like 160 or 170 pound for this thing, but this won't be everybody's cup of tea. All right, I'll say that right now. Just basically because of the size of it, right? But because of my mental health, right, I'm not out much, and I sit quite a part of my day just sitting on my phone. Now, whether I'm just playing a game or I'm just I'm editing or uploading to YouTube, whatever I'm doing, I spend a lot of time. And on my Note 10, okay, I don't get a day out of this. I usually get about half a day, and Well, there you go. I've actually hardly used this today, and I'm down to 68% already. So that the battery on that doesn't cut it, and that's for 4,000 or a 4,500 milliamp. So it's less than half what this has got. So bear in mind, bigger battery, you're going to have a heavier thing. Now I used this yesterday because I wasn't sure at first whether I'd like it or not, but I must admit as the day went on, it grew. And I used it, so like as in like using it as a phone, it didn't feel cumbersome, ultra heavy. It actually felt, to me, comfortable, you know. And there's like on the side here, so there's your fingerprint scanner, right? And basically, just the touch, well, it's not going to work because I've not got it set up now, but yesterday I had it, there's a lot of the Google apps are in there, YouTube's in there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's not got any of that, they've all got to be third parties that you put into that, like. But there's just the kind of thing that went in. Now it's quite a big power brick, I think it was 18 watt. So it's a fast charger 3. Yep, fast charger 3. So I can't remember what the actual time was. Well, it was something like 3 hours and this thing is fully charged. So I know that sounds a lot, but to be fair, if you can eat up a 10,000 milliamp battery in one day, you need to get a life, because you're obviously going to end up like me. So there's a wee bit of a warning for you, don't want that. But the things it is, like for instance now, is a sim tool. So you've not got your wee metal thing that you push in, right? And well, at the side on here, right? So you take your end, you see just a wee hook thing into it, right? And you just pop it, and there you go. Now, it's a dual SIM as well that's in this, and you can actually have 2 SIM cards going into it at one time. So if you've got a personal phone and you have a business phone, you can run the 2 of them off of one there. And you can see closely there, you see the rubber ring, the red rubber ring around that, right? So it seals it back up again. Now, another thing that I like, when I'm recording, as in like I'm doing just now, I use my Voicolaire. Now I'm sorry for touching that because it is going to go, but that's how it's just sitting out the rod, right? Now, the other end of the box on the Voicolaire, there's a wire comes off of that and goes into a headphone jack, right? This thing comes with a headphone jack. Now, peel that for the side, and there you go. Right, so there you go. USB Type C, alright? And then on the other end, pop that in it. To be fair, you really do need this. This is a downside, right? It's no easy to open these without this tool. But the fact that it's waterproof, I suppose these things have got to be tight, let's be honest with you. But there you go. There's your 3.5mm jack as well. The specs on it are actually quite good, right? So this thing comes with 4 gig of RAM, 128 gig of ROM. Now, that for me, I'm more than happy, that I'm more than delighted. The 4 gig of RAM nowadays though, and this is proved it on here, I found it was a letdown. I'll not deny that, right? Compared to what I'm used to on my Samsung, right, 4 gig of RAM, I wouldn't say it struggles, but there's lag and it's not fast, okay? You can definitely feel, and you will feel it, you'll feel like, going from a premium phone to this, you will feel it's like a backward step. So, that was the first thing I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like was, I don't really want to peel this off again, so, the border right around, right? So you can see the chin here, look, it's quite a big chin, and then the same, there's quite a bit of lip at the top there, but they've done is it the dewdrop or the pinhole or whatever they call it, but look, they've dropped the camera into the screen. Why? Really? That's just, there is plenty of space to put a camera in, well, the lens, and they just didn't do it. But that's probably it. And unfortunately, for they two reasons and they two reasons alone, I'm sorry, but this is going back. Why? Well, I'm used to a big full screen, so like, this was like going back to the days of the smaller mobile phones. So like, that used to be, like, they would say it was like, oh, it's like carrying a book about. Whereas now, the big screens are, well, for me, I just love the bigger screen. So I need the big screen ratio. That is more important to me. Chipsets, don't really care. I'm not a game player really. Well, when I say I'm not a game player, I mean, I do the usual cards. I do other wee puzzly things, but I'm not into your car games. I'm not into your Fortnite and fighting games, and I don't do nothing like that at all. So it's just, a processor is not important to me for that. But I do watch a lot of YouTube, and I do other stuff like internet banking, for instance. You know, I mean, these things take up a bit of speed for to keep them running smoothly. So, and then security is an important thing as well for them. So, when you're using a smaller screen, I found it difficult to adapt to, and then when the lag came in, so what I've decided to do is, I'll actually give it an 8 out of 10. It's not a bad phone, okay? So if you're looking for something robust, and you're looking for something cheap, and you're looking for something that's got mega battery life, okay? So if you've got a child that's like me and slapdash handed and just drops and throw things out of the shop, because I'm absolutely gutted to what's happened. And that's the problem now I've found with the new phones. They're too shiny and too smooth and silky and no grip. This behemoth solves all their problems, and yeah, I'm sure the kid will enjoy this. They'll not be coming in going, "Mum, I've broke my screen on my £1,000 premium phone that you're stuck on a 3-year contract for." So that's why I will give it so high. It's not a bad phone, it's just not a phone for me. So it's going back. But there is a positive to come out of this, because the one thing it's done for me is I've made my mind up. I'm definitely wanting one of these big phones. So the next question is what do I go for? Well, I shouldn't really show you this because it's just been delivered and I've not had a chance to use this yet, but I bought this. If you want to see what that is, go and pause it, do what you want. But that video will be up within the next 48 hours as well, so yeah. So there you go. That's the Doogee S59, 10,050 milliamp battery, which when you read some of the reviews on it, actually, some people are actually, they're getting a week out of this phone on one charge. A week. So, and if it does get low at night, like I said, 3.5 hours to charge it, fine. Okay. Stick it on charge when you go to your bed, because when you get up the next morning, the thing's full. So, but yeah, good phone, no for me. I'll just see what I get in the next one. So, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this. Give us a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, welcome to Random Therapy. I'm here to try and help you if you've got, like me, mental health issues. Love to have you and join along. Feel free to comment as well. So go and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Blah, 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 blah.